Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to yet another interesting episode of the Science of Mind Club. And in this Sunday Club, this time we are diving deep into the topic of mindfulness. And our mindfulness masterclasses will be focusing on not only what are the foundational principles of mindfulness, which will help you to easily adopt and integrate mindfulness practices in your day to day life, but also in every class, we will be sharing with you one such mindfulness practice or technique or a meditation that will help you to kind of easily experience and embody the spirit of mindfulness. So, with that, let's get started. And as you know, the starting ritual, we always ground ourselves with these positive thoughts. These are five thoughts that I'll share with you, and the intention is again expressed in the very first thought that we want to cultivate an agile and inclusive mind. Because our mind, as last time we read, that can be one of the best friends or it can be one of the best enemies, depending on the way how we cultivate the relationship with our mind. So it is important for us to kind of understand and acknowledge that what is it that you want to do with this best tool that you have. Okay, moving on. Now, this kind of signifies our relationship with our mind, that when we move from the perspective of looking at our mind or ourselves from the perspective of ego to a perspective of eco or ecosystem. So moving from ego consciousness to ecosystem consciousness. Spending some time here, breathing in that silence, breathing in that positivity of that eco consciousness or ecosystem consciousness, as my coach says, and really grounding ourselves. Because when we ground ourselves, we see that the image is not about trees, the image is not about water or the surrounding, but in this image, you will find a human being looking back at you. I don't know if you are yet closer to that image in a better way, if you have centered yourself and you're able to see the animals, the birds, as well as the human being. There is a lady standing there, as well as your own reflection of your mind. Okay, sometimes our mind looks for these images, find a part of us, and that is where we feel that the Science of Mind Club is so important, that we connect with ourselves on these Sunday classes. Okay, moving ahead, moving on, taking the decisions from values than fears. I think that is what mindfulness is about. A lot of times, either our mind is in the fear of what has happened in the past, or it gets worried about what is going to happen in the future. Instead, the moment called now, the present moment, consists of the gift of the present. So, it is important for us to align with the core values. And when we align with our core values, that is where the decisions that we are making in our life will be so very aligned to the future that we want to create. So instead of living a life which is completely uh, non noticeable, a life which is completely focused on the fears, we want to mindfully create a life which is based on values and what we feel is valuable to us. Take a pause, let that settle in. Okay, so I hope that you are letting these quotes mindfully settle in and give you a new perspective, a brighter perspective. That is our intention, because we feel that mindfulness is a tool for our evolution. When we connect with ourself, the being that has not stopped connecting, that is where we reach to a very safe space within us, which in a very non-judgmental way is helping us unfold our true future, unfold our true path, our true calling in front of us. So the whole question that I want to bring here for the members of this club, for our listeners, for our viewers, is what is standing between you and your mindful self? What is between me and my and feeling at ease? Because if this gift of present is available to all of us, very few of us are really taking that time to unwrap the gift and unfold the magic that every moment can bring to us in our life. Magic of possibilities, the magic of the present moment, the ease of the mindfulness, the ease of our being, the quality of our happiness and enjoyment and bliss can improve if we choose to mindfully connect. All it takes at times is just settle down. The last mindfulness meditations class, we spoke about this whole idea of coming home. And we said that coming home is nothing else but being back to the breath, back to the present moment. So, the home that you say, or the ease, or that safety, or that comfort, or that feeling of being with yourself, that is available to us in the present moment. For that, my friends, our endeavor is that we come back to the present moment with every breath. Okay, so, once again, a very warm welcome to the Science of Mind Club. And this is about understanding that how these mindful moments can create a lot of possibilities in our life and how we can shape these possibilities well with the mind. Okay? The club is like a sangha, it's like a community of people who is helping leaders create more leaders, coaches create more coaches. Every Sunday we connect at 10 a.m. sharp at 10 a.m. in the morning Indian Standard Time over Zoom, and we discuss ideas on psychology, NLP, and mindfulness. It's a pro bono initiative. All these learnings I have researched in my last 10, 15 years of curiousness, I would say a curious adventure that I have taken on these topics, because I found that these ideas have changed my life. These ideas have changed the lives of people I have coached, trainees I have trained, teams that I have led. And I've also found that a lot of those coaches, coaches, team members, they have now become leaders and they are further kind of sharing these ideas. So, in a way, we are a community of people where, as a gratitude to all our coaches and mentors, and as a gratitude to all our teachers, we are just sharing this further free of charge, pro bono. This is not related to any part of organization or anything whatsoever. This is completely pro bono initiative, and all we want you to do is that with that spirit of gratitude, you pay it forward. And if you're still curious, like a curious kid looking at maybe it's a biscuit or something in this sunshine, so that is the curiosity which will help you to transform this information into knowledge. Okay, every Sunday, it's a community that either gets on a Zoom call or it gets on the YouTube, where all the positive people, they share their ideas, they learn, apply, and furthermore, feel free to share this knowledge. Visit our website, which is a Google site by the same name, and you'll find a little bit more resources. In coming future, I'll be also sharing some of the blog articles, and I'll be sharing this blog with this community. And all it requires for us to go from where we are to go to a mindful spot where we want to be is just to stay curious. And with that curiosity, let me just introduce you to the second most important aspect or the foundational technique for mindfulness. And this is what I call slow, low breathing. Okay, as you can see, slow, low breathing is like when you are recognizing that your whole being, like a feather, is there in this wind, and this wind or this air or this breath is all around you. When you realize that this is your life, this is your presence that you have to connect yourself with, that is where we do the slow, low breathing. All it requires for us is to demonstrate as feelings is empathy, kindness, and more importantly, compassion. But before we kind of empathize with others, before we show kindness to others, before we be compassionate to others, we have to engage in something I call as self care, self compassion, self love. Before, with these ideas, you plan to transform and change people around you. It is important that we should connect ourselves with care, compassion, love. That's absolutely okay. And to do that, something very simple we are going to dive into in today's session is called as slow, low breathing. We also have a name called as box breathing for it sometimes. It is a more simplified version that I learned from one of my teachers, one of my mentors. And slow, low breathing, I would say, is one of the best ways to calm yourself in an anxious situation, bring your thoughts back, help you connect and revitalize yourself. So that's slow, low breathing, I would say, is something which helps you relax, help you focus in the present moment, and it reduces stress. It reduces and lowers the stress creating hormones in our body. And you will find that as you do this, as you engage in this practice, you will be increasing your awareness, you will be increasing your well being, and you'll be better at peace with yourself. Okay? It is about connecting with yourself, and the practice has been extensively used by Navy SEALs. Some of them they also call it box breathing, and it is so simple to apply that you will be surprised that something which can be that simple, this simple, can it be also that effective? Yes, it is effective, my friends, and meditation for that matter will have some astonishing results on our well being, on our focus, on our overall holistic improvement and wellness. That is the gift that you can unlock if you engage in this practice. All it requires for you to do is connect with your breathing. Okay. So we breathe in awareness, we breathe in positivity, we breathe in that healing energy within us, and we breathe out all that stress, all that chaos, we breathe out all that anxiety, which is of no use, which has not served you very much. We breathe in that energy, light, happiness, and bliss. This is what this exercise is all about. So, how do we do that? I remember sharing with you last time a very important, useful tool to kind of help us guide our attention back to the present moment. This tool was called Metronome by Soundbrenner. I encourage you to use the free version of it. The version is available free of charge. It solves the purpose. And there is a metronome sound that it has. Okay, so I'll switch on my metronome on my phone. Yeah, so it's just this tick kind of a thing that goes in the background. Sometimes in the traditional practices, people also have sound of the bell or sound of the bowl or the sound of, let's say, they have a bowl. They sometimes they have a meditation bowl. All that is fine, but as we have technology in our hands and everyone has their phones, so let's use technology for something for a change this time, instead of stressing us, making us more mindful. So you can download this app, Soundbrenner, and this has metronome app. And as you pay attention to the sound of metronome, bring your awareness back to the breath. You be thankful to this moment. You really ground yourself. You're sitting on a chair, you can relax your legs, put it on the ground. You're sitting on the bed or on the floor or on your mat. You can sit comfortably in whichever position that. This technique we are going to share is called slow low breathing or 6-6 breathing, which is counts of inhalation, 6 counts of holding the breath, and 6 counts of exhalation. As simple as this is just connecting back with the breath in the present moment. So sit very, very relaxed, and you can lower down your gaze, close your eyes, whichever works fine for you. Turn your awareness inwards. Turn your attention back to breathing. Breathing is a powerful life-giving activity. It goes on unconsciously, but in moments when we are stressed out or anxious, our breathing becomes very, very shallow. This is a point of observation for us, that a shallow breathing, anxious breathing, it leads to release of stress hormones, cortisol in our body. We don't want any of that unrelated stress and anxiety. And to relax, all we need to do is connect with our breathing. That's right. Take a deep breath for the count of 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. Now we inhale again for the count of 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 3, 4. For one more time, we'll do it again. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just do that counting in your mind as you do this exercise. And you will realize that mental note of breath, mental note of 6 has brought us back to the awareness of this present moment. We are so very grounded on this beautiful Sunday morning, connected with ourselves, connected with our heart, connected with our highest potential present moment. This is a very good mindful space to be in, where you are surrounded with energy, love, comfort, relaxation, and possibilities. So you can simply rub both your hands to a warm sensation, and you can just put it on your face, put it on your eyes, and with a big, bright smile or a gentle, mindful smile as well, you can open your eyes and you can bring your awareness back to the room, back to the Zoom. So as you can see that this wonderful exercise where in just less than I would say 5 minutes of this square breathing, box breathing, we were able to kind of get into some sort of a circular pattern of breathing which helped us to calm ourselves. I encourage you to put your feedback or your comments in the comment section of of the video when we post it or on the Zoom class, that how do you feel. So definitely we hear people saying out that yes, we are looking less distracted, we are looking more centered, we are definitely able to reconnect with that calm and that relaxation within us. And friends, this is so important in our life. When we on one side the digital distraction has increased and the doom scroll has increased and we have pressures of our professional and personal life, I think let's take that moment every day, or let's say if not every day, then every weekend, kind of connect with ourselves. Because we are just like a feather, we are just like this feather which is floating in time and space. The quality of our life is just the quality of our awareness, the quality of our relationships, the quality of our happiness that we have. And to increase that quality of life, that quality of relationship, that quality of being, all we need to do is increase the quality of our awareness. Because when you bring yourself mindfully back to the present moment, you are able to give your 100% to your being, to your relationship, to your life. And that is where, with that warm attention, with that loving kindness, with that empathy, with that compassion, you're not only just healing people around you, but you're healing yourself, and you're laying a foundation of a great story, the life story, the masterpiece that you're shaping up moment by moment, day by day in your life. So, with that, I would like to mindfully thank you for your presence, your mindful presence on this Sunday, for your attention to our YouTube channel, these videos, most importantly, to your growth as a mindful leader. I think the journey ahead is absolutely exciting, where we are not only enjoying the view of our destination which lies ahead, but also enjoying the journey as we take it. Okay? Because this journey is full of learning, this journey is full of friends and mentors, as well as teachers in form of challenges, as well as spiritual teachers who can help us gain that wisdom. And the real transformation or the real gift is not at the end of the journey, but this journey itself. So I encourage you to post your questions either on our WhatsApp channel or on our YouTube as a comment. Please do subscribe this video if you have not done already. Subscribe this channel, put your comments. Please join for the YouTube classes, the Zoom classes if you have not done so far. And we want you to kind of share this wherever you feel somebody can get benefited from this knowledge, wherever you find people who are stressed out, anxious. It hardly takes a minute or two to share these ideas with them. Okay? Something like coming home to the present moment with a metronome, or the 666 breathing, the slow, low breathing that we have shared. Okay? And more techniques, I'll be sharing 8 more techniques of mindfully building your awareness, which were very, very useful. Okay? I have been quite privileged to learn from the books of some of the best mindfulness teachers like Thich Nhat Hanh, like John Kabat-Zinn, and a lot of the mindfulness teachers I met. Okay, I was really fortunate to learn from some of the best teachers of this moving yoga in India, what we call as Kalaripayat, which is really, very ancient martial art. And that also stresses on the importance of connecting with breathing. If you ask any artist, any leader, any sports person, they will definitely advocate for the mindfulness as a practice and connecting with breath and building your awareness as a practice. This is what we are doing in this wonderful journey. To share these ideas, take care of people around you, take care of your friends, take care of your parents. Okay? Because when we take care of people around us, we are building that uh, uh, community for ourselves as well. So it is definitely a care. Self care is also about taking care of those around you. Let's keep on learning because learning is definitely fun. And I'd like to express my gratitude to you and to all my mentors. And as a token of respect, a token of gratitude, I will be doing a monthly free pro bono workshop on building confidence. I see a lot of my community members on the science of mind. They have expressed a need for a confidence building or a public speaking kind of a workshop. Then how do you, so we know how do we speak, how do we communicate, but how do we build that confidence? I got myself certified as a professional hypnotherapist in a hypnotherapist diploma, learning from one of the best academies in the world, learning from some of the best teachers, the Jacquins, and they have great experience. And we practiced, and there was almost 50 hours of class and 50 hours of practice, almost hundreds of hours of work on this. And this is, I would say, my signature workshop, my signature program. And I've already conducted many of them. I can tell you with a guarantee that if you attend this workshop, you will be learning some solid tools which will help you empower your confidence like Superman, and you will be able to get that breakthrough. You will break through your fears and limitations of public speaking, and you will be able to connect with your internal power, your inner superhero. That's my promise, friends, that what we are going to build. All you need to do is that there is no fee for this workshop. You can just scan the QR code, and if you feel that there are some friends of yours who get benefited from this, you can share this with them. You can just take a screenshot, share it with them. You just need to register, and once you register, I'll send you a personal invite. The next session is happening on 1st of March. Happens to be a Saturday, the weekend after, and it is happening at 9:30 Indian Standard Time. I'll be more than happy to host you on that. I'll be more than happy to welcome you for this. There will be few people from India, a few from other places, and as a community, we will all center ourselves and connect ourselves with our superpower because each one of us has that potential of becoming exceptional. This is what I feel. And many a times, the fears which are learned or which are kind of taught to us in a way, they are not part of our experience. Sometimes, with one experience, we conclude that, okay, this is my reality. We have to break through all such fears and limitations. And that is exactly what we are going to do. This time we'll do it on Zoom. It will be a short 30 to 45 minutes class, but you will be able to gain some powerful techniques with self hypnosis, with understanding your unconscious mind better, which is your best friend on this journey, and you'll be able to create that. So it is an open invitation, a very warm invitation from my side, so that you can take the best out of it. And I wish you all the very best for your journey as a mindful leader, and keep on sharing, keep on learning, and always be curious. Thank you for your time on this Sunday, and you have a great weekend.